Hello. This is Brian McManus from Datatoleads.com and AvocaData. So I just want to go over how we can set up your brand new white label data and list building agency. So for starters, you're able to set up your white label. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to edit this video to remove the contact info, but there's an A name. Actually, no, I can do that here. There's no contact. So here, we connect our A name, our IP address, and your DNS, whether that's GoDaddy, SiteGround, Cloudflare, you name it. And then you can play around with your normal APIs real easily for somebody to connect your payment gateway. And of course, you just hit this little white label button, which I'm not going to do. And it takes about 5 minutes for it to update. Moving forward. So this, I'm going to skip a second. Let's go to website customizations. So there are two types of dashboards right now, and I'm developing and coding a lot more, but what there's going to be is you're going to be able to switch around with dashboard. So right now we have what I call the advanced dashboard, like it's its own Fidelity account. And then we have our basic trading dashboard, which is very limited, but keeps them in a nice little fine funnel and prevents any misfortunes from happening. So moving on to here. So this funnel request controls this dashboard when we do this. So if you use this dashboard, you have the entire control over A, what is visible in that funnel, and B, what fields are further visible in that funnel. And you're able to filter amongst all the various databases that we have. I do want to check in on how this is working actually. So let's let me see. Everyone's gonna freak out if I do this quickly, but well, good test. So here we are right here. We just switched to dashboard. So now when you refresh, boom, this is all they see. So now if I want to complicate things more, I have the ability to control what people can and cannot see. So let's say I just want to get rid of leads, insurance, and B2C, right? Just because I think that's going to make my life easier. So we go off and hit save here. And we can then see right here, it now reflects in our dashboard. So now if we want to go a little bit further, let's go flip off on our B2B section. Let's go put on that, or maybe solar leads. Let's remove the marital status just because I think that would be a good idea. And let's just make sure it stayed the same. Oh no, you have to save it every time you switch. So now let's go through solar, right? We have our solar, and let's say we're going to build our custom list. We see here that we have our city, state, own, rent, and the range of the credit options. And if we want to go test it a little bit further, let's go back to next, and maybe let's flip off the landline, the homeowner option. That's when it's at save. So now if we go off back to our homeowners, build custom lists, obviously we have our section here. So I'm just going to flip no cell phones. And the switch that I turned off, if I remember, was landline. So now if we take a look, we can see landline is no longer an option here. And just to prove that it works, we can, I always do that. save it again. And a few seconds later, we'll see that the field is back. So this is a really good feature. You can control this and have a really successful time making sure people stay in the box. So the next thing I want to show is this. So we have custom lists, and custom lists basically lets you further define that box for your client. So let's go use our solar leads as an example. So before we were looking at build custom lists, well, let's take a look at search using pre-built lists. So what's here? Oh, what do you know? 8 solar leads in Texas. Theoretically, this should skip by this page, but let's I have to see how to change that setting. So the same type of rule applies, where you stick them in this box. Theoretically, they can sub-filter. There is a switch to turn on and off, being able for them to sub-filter. I just have to see where it is on the back end, because this is a pretty new update we just put out. But again, we have the ability to filter down the area we're looking for. So we'll just say people age 45 maybe. And there we have it. So 24,749 Texas solar leads. We can see the age range right here. And same thing as you would have in the other preview, with the exception that, you keep them in that little box. So I did that over here. And before I freak everybody out, let me switch this back. So right over here, we have our lists, and right there is age solar Texas. So let me make another one, right? So I'll call it solar age leads, Florida. I'll put a verified 1 year Jornaya lead ID. So let's go. And that's the thing. People want what they want. Oh, this is a list of lead ID, or this is a list of people who are contractors. Well, why are they contractors? Because they fit in the 1099 area. Why are they 1099s? So it saves a lot of explaining, and you can just say the algorithm did it. So we're going to go make a preset list where we are looking for the state of Florida. We get the count, and we'll see there's 107,000. And we can then further create the list. That's why. So now let's go refresh back to where we started. So take a look here. And there we got it. Our solar leads, Texas, California, and Florida. And I am curious, did we stick the new states in there? State. What state did we put in? Illinois was one. Hey, what do you know? We do. We got the new states in Illinois. It might still be uploading. There's a lot of stuff that they redid. All right, so New Hampshire's not in there yet. Not Maine. That was the other state. Weird states. But all right, Maine's in there. So that means the rest would be New Hampshire. Very interesting. So I'm gonna go X out of this real quick, just to keep my tabs fresh. This is an interesting one that I've been playing with. It works. I just don't know how to apply it yet. Other than, so there's new things coming out over the next week or two that let you give away free leads based if people share what you do to social media, this, that, the other. So that is one application, but let me dive into it. Think of retargeting, where based on someone's actions on the system, you have the ability to force ads and new types of marketing to them, particularly. I wonder if that API is down. They're updating it. It's just my computer is very slow.